Hey, it's Teapot, and it's been a while. It's been a long time, and I do apologize for that. Had some computer issues, had some issues with my save file, had some real-life issues that I had to deal with, but we are back, and you'll notice that I've got down here at the bottom Minecraft 1.21.11, so we never really got to experience the Copper Age release, and now we're at these steeds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my single player world, and I'm going to set down a chest. I'm going to put all sorts of things in there, like all this stuff, everything in there, because what we're going to do is we're actually going to go through the Copper Age. Actually, this chest is not going to hold everything, is it? I really don't care about the leaves. I don't care about the ender pearl. Really don't care about the fern. Don't care about the bone. Crafting table, I'll go ahead and put there. Sure, why not? Of course, now I don't have an axe, so let's put the crafting table there. I need to take off all of this gilded stuff, put it away. So I do want to keep all of that. Terracotta, sure, probably. What else can I get rid of? Zombie flesh I don't need. I'll keep the nether brick, and I wanted to keep the orange stained glass. I was working on a I was working on a blaze farm. Oh, I have a shield. I don't care about the shield. I can get rid of the shield. Yeah. So we'll go ahead and have some fun, make a little trip into the Happy Fun Sauce, and respawn back at our camp. But I'm not going to return back to my base until I've completed the Copper Age, which means I'm going to need to get all of my copper tools, and I'm going to need to have a full set of copper armor. So I've got my base here. I'll respawn there. My base, my home base, is still hanging out over there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go this way-ish, and we're going to do some caving as if we were just starting out. So I've got a tree over here. Apparently when I'm down in my cave system, all of the, well, that's too tall of a tree, I'll go over here. When I'm down in my cave system, apparently all the Endermen spawn in our area, and then they happen to move, and they end up jumping out of chunk range, and so they jump over here, and so that's why this area is full of Endermen. It's just a weird quirk. But we are essentially starting from scratch, so that's why I'm lost control there. So let's go ahead and make some planks. Let's go ahead and make a crafting table. Let's make some sticks. And we'll go ahead and make a pickaxe, just one pickaxe. Make a wooden axe. And we'll go ahead and keep the rest of those planks for posterity. And then we're going to go ahead and dig our way down. I think this is probably as good a place as any. I think my village that I had, there was like a village over here. But I think right here is probably just good enough. Oh, look, we've already got some semblance of a cave. It just tunnels underneath and over here. So let's go ahead and start working our way down here. So I'm going to go ahead and start digging. All right, so I've got I can go ahead and start getting some stone tools here. So let's get our stone pickaxe. And I believe I can go ahead and get a stone shovel as well, just to make my life somewhat easier. I'll get a stone sword as well. I don't care about a wooden wood axe for a while, but I am going to need to get some coal pretty soon, because otherwise it's going to be very, very dark down here. I might need to come up and just get some wood to make some charcoal. Charcoal. Be nice if I could speak. Yeah, I'm not having any success with the coal, and I'm getting a little too deep down this hole, so I'm going to go ahead and come back up, get some wood, and use that to make some torches. So I'm going to go back up here, find a nice little tree. And we'll go ahead and get some wood. So with our first piece of coal, we can get some of these sticks out, and we'll go ahead and make some torches. I'll go ahead and throw the rest of these sticks in to finish up this coal. All right. So then what I'll do is I'll go over here, I'll make some more sticks. Ooh, what happened? Oh, that's right, it's nighty time. Let's go ahead and torch something up here. Let's go ahead and make some more torches. And let's make our way down into the cave. This really, really spooky cave, which I did not light up as I was going down because I did not have any light sources. Let's keep on making our way. Of course, the idea is that I want to get copper. I need to get enough copper so that I can get a complete set of copper tools, a complete set of copper armor, and I think I want to get a copper golem as well. That'll be my buddy, and then I'll have to work to get it back to our base. So I should be able to staircase down and hopefully find a copper vein, or at least some copper. It'd be nice. Let's go ahead and get that iron. But I'm not going to be able to use this iron until I've actually got all of my copper stuff done, so really the iron's kind of a waste of time. So it's going to be slow going. Ah, there is copper. I just saw it. There it is. Can I even get copper with a wooden pickaxe? I don't want to chance it. I want to get some wood. I have a oak plank, so I'm going to need to actually get some more wood in this darkness, with it being nighttime and all. So it is still noche time out here. Oh, we got some sticks hanging out already. Excellent. All right, so I've got 2 sticks. I'm going to go ahead and use that to create another stone pickaxe, just so we can get that copper. And then we're going to have to come back later and get the rest of the stuff. But hopefully we can get some more copper. All right, so we saw the copper here. That's going to be our first copper of the Copper Age. Spider hisses, so I've got a cave off to my side over here. Let me go ahead and put a torch there just for protection. But I do want to go ahead and kind of make this relatively safe. Relative being the key word. All right, so at this point I should be able to go in here. There's my charcoal. I have 33 copper, so I could throw maybe a wood tool or 2 in there as well until daytime comes up and I get more wood. All right, so the pickaxe is burning. That's going to give me maybe 2 more pieces of copper. And then I have the wood axe is burning, giving me maybe 1 piece of copper apparently. And then I should be able to get 1 more piece of copper out of this last tool. So that gives me 10 copper ingots. I've got 23 raw copper. I still don't have any coal, and it is still nighttime. So I'm going to go ahead and explore and hopefully find either some coal or some copper. I just want to dig 5 in. Basically, I'm strip mining for copper. I know this is the exciting, riveting topic you have, and here, look, it served its purpose. Here's some more copper. So what are we looking for? Keep in mind that we are looking for copper tools, a full set of copper tools. So when I'm looking at a pickaxe or a wooden axe, that's going to be 3 copper each. That's 6 copper. Sword gives me 2 more, and shovel is 1 more. So we need 9 iron for that. We're going to need 5 for a helmet. So that's 14. We're going to need 8 for a chest plate. That's going to be 22. We're going to need 7 for leggings. That's 29. And we're going to need some booties as well. That's another, so 33. So technically we are at the point where we can make the full set. But I do also want to get a little bit of coal while I'm down here. Just kind of frustrated that I haven't seen any coal whatsoever. I've had to have all my coal be the tree variety. So let's go ahead and pop back up. It is daytime out here, so I can go ahead and open up. Yeah, I got rid of my wooden axe, so I don't have a wooden axe anymore. That's going to make this a little bit slower. Luckily, there was a fallen axe right here where my cave was. There isn't anything around that I have to worry about. Is there any, like, creepy stuff? All right. Let's go ahead and do probably 1 more tree. I think we'll do it. Okay, here we go. All right, I'm going to go ahead and dirt this back up just for a sanity check. We had 10, but we are going to need to make some more coal, so I'm actually going to take 1 of these and make it into oak planks, and we should be able to, let's go ahead and leave 2 of those behind. So I'm going to need some sticks. So now what I can do is I can make a copper pickaxe, a copper shovel, a copper spear. I forgot about spears. Spears are a thing. I've got a copper pickaxe, which I already got, a copper hoe, a copper sword. I still have 3 pieces of copper, but I only have 1 stick. So let's go ahead and we'll take out this last piece of wood just to make sure that we got everything, and then I'll go ahead and use this to forge up all the rest of the copper. So I've got a copper sword, copper, that's right, I've already got wood. Let me go ahead and just make some sticks out of this. So we've got the sword, we've got the pickaxe, we need a wooden axe, we've got a shovel, and we've got a spear point. So those take care of a lot of the copper tools. So those are all of those copper tools. I think I don't have any other copper tools that I need to do here. Oh, the hoe. So now I've got all of the copper tools. Now I need to actually wait a while and get the copper armor. And it's interesting how right-clicking gets that spear in that position. I can left-click to jab with it. I can right-click to kind of charge with it. All right, so 5 copper means that now I can make me a hat. So I've got my copper helmet. There's my first piece of copper armor. We're going to go ahead and armor up with the rest of this copper that we've got. So for comparison purposes, we can see that a copper axe does pretty much work a little bit faster than a a little bit faster than wooden axe, a little bit faster than the stone axe, probably comparable to an iron axe. The main difference between these is the durability. It has slightly different durability and has slightly different attack. Let's go ahead and go back to our cave. All right, so I've got 7 copper, so we can make some pants out of that. And then I've got this 3 copper. I'm going to go ahead and make a copper nugget out of it. And then I'm going to take 1 piece of coal out because I'm going to make a copper torch. So a stick, a coal, and a copper nugget is going to give me 4 copper torches. And I'm going to put a copper torch next to this one. You'll see that a copper torch burns with a green flame as opposed to a redstone torch, which goes with a blue flame, or a soul torch, which goes, soul torch goes with the blue flame, redstone torch goes with a red flame, obviously. But this is one other thing that we can make with our copper. Still have some copper up. I believe I've got, I'm still at 7. And of course I used one of my nuggets, so I'm like 1 short at this point. There's 8. So I can go ahead and chest plate myself. So now I've got a copper chest plate, I've got copper leggings, all I need are copper boots, copper armor clonks, as you saw over there in the subtitles. This is not secure at all. I need to make this a bit more secure. There we go. All right, do I have 4? No, still don't have 4 yet, but we're going to go ahead and let this simmer for a little bit more to get our 4th piece of copper. And now with our crafting table, we have copper boots. And the copper boots allow us to complete our copper ensemble. We have a full set of copper armor. We have a full set of copper tools, which means the last thing that we want to do to make our life interesting is to create a copper golem. So the copper lantern and the copper chain and bars are probably the only other things that we haven't seen. We can do those to get into the Copper Age, because we've done all the, the different types of stairs, the different types of slabs, the different everything else. So we do have some other things that we can do with our copper gains. So with our copper, what can we do? Well, we can do copper bars, and it's the same formula for iron bars. It's going to give us 16 of those. We can do a copper chain, which is nugget, ingot, nugget. So same for an iron chain. And so that leaves the copper chest and the copper golem. So we're going to go ahead and let the rest of this take care of itself. I'm actually going to have to put some more logs in here to get some more coal to make sure I've got enough copper for what I want to do. So as soon as this copper thing goes away, my last piece of coal goes in there, I'm going to need to swap it out. There we go. And here's some pumpkins. So we can actually solve this problem before we even get home. Let's go ahead and actually, let's go ahead and shear a pumpkin while we're here. There we go. And now I can go ahead and pick it up, hopefully by eating our last bit of food. And I don't care about the seeds. I want the carved pumpkin. And of course, the idea is that we're going to take this pumpkin and we're going to put it on top of a copper block. So let's go ahead and head home. And we'll put that in our base. All right, so here we are, coming home, securing our door. The idea is that we are going to take a block of copper, set it down, and then we are going to take a carved pumpkin and set it on top of that. And now we have a buddy and a iron or a copper chest. So we've got everything. Hello there, sir. So what we can do is go ahead and put all of our stuff in here, and he will try and sort it. He's going to look to see if there's anything matching. He sees that there are chests around here, so he will actually try and take stuff that's put into this chest. Say if I put a stone sword in there, he's going to say, oh, there's a stone sword in there, and he's going to take it out. Notice he's got the stone sword. So now he's going to look and see, is there any place around here, any chest that he can put that stone sword in? And so he put it in this chest because it's empty. And so the idea is that he will take whatever I put in here and he will put it in a chest that has matching content. So I can use copper golems as a way to have a sorting system per se. Everything goes into the copper chest, and he will take items up to 16 at a time and put them in the first available chest that he sees that doesn't have that item in it and doesn't have other items in it. So it's a cute little task. Got a cute little golem here. I've got my copper armor, which I need to put back on to make my life well. I have a sword and a pickaxe. And I am good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and off screen, I'm going to set up a little iron stand here. But I do want to thank you all for watching. We've done our copper age. We're going to continue working in the nether next time, but we did want to make sure that we didn't leave copper off on its lonesome. Y'all have a great day.